honey, and everybody grab something really quick to sippy on so that we can have a conversation today that I think will be no less than extremely stimulating. Cheers to you, Swamp Fam. I'm drinking ginger ale today because I'm not gonna lie, I gave myself a little case of the anxiety voms yesterday, but we're back on track today. We have a project that I have toiled on. I threw my Fitbit on the floor. I freaking wrote a script for today's video, which is not something I've ever done in my life before. I normally fly by on the butt of my shorts.
The ass of my...
What is that phrase? I don't know. Today, you guys, we are gonna be talking about Wish. I feel like there is a whole cult of Wish. Wish is like the clickbait of shopping experiences, and I have fallen guilty to this many times. If a video comes up in my recommended and it's got the Wish logo inside of it, I will click on it. I don't know why. I don't know what in the power of Christ compels me to do this, but I will do it. This presentation I started putting together around last November. You know what? I need a pointer. What can Oh, I just see this. Okay, I've never opened this. Oh my God. Harry Potter mystery wand. I've never unboxed this, but I can use the wand to point. Okay, these are all the, if you want to pause and see all the options. Now, I really wish I could get the Gary Oldham wand, but he's not an option, so I'm wishing for Lord Voldemort. Please let me be evil while I point at things. I don't know why I always like the evil ones. Why? Why am I like that? Woo! Who did we get? Am I Lord Voldemort? Am I evil? No, I'm not evil. Who am I? Who is this? Oh my God! Sometimes you just get the character that you really are. I am Luna Lovegood. Let's just jump into a little bit of Wish lore, shall we? Because I feel like there's just weird shit going on Wish. Let me tell you what I have been bombarded with. The only product that has really been suggested to me lately is navel detox balls. I'm gonna insert a picture here because it is truly the most horrifying product I've ever seen. You put like a ball, a solid ball, sticker, shove it into your belly button. I couldn't think of what that's called. Basically, what we're gonna be talking about today is a conspiracy that I have about Wish, or like a deep question that I have about Wish. I've tried to find out information about this. There is a surprising lack of YouTube content about this topic, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. For all the Wish videos, like I thought when I looked this subject matter up that I was just gonna be bombarded with like a whole bunch of videos. No one's talking about this. Why? How? What I'm gonna be talking about today is these 50-cent limited time offer deals that I find suspiciously scammy, and just see if you guys see things the way that I see them. Just, do you have answers? I don't know. Let's find out. So the very first thing that I started seeing a ton on Wish about 2 years ago are free listings. Now, some people consider things like this a scam. Some people don't. You're paying for the item. The item is listed as free, but then when you add it to the cart, you're of course still paying shipping and handling. I don't really consider this a scam. I think everybody knows at this point you're not really getting anything for free. Most of the time, shipping for these things is around like $5 to $7, and most of the time the item that you're buying is not worth more than $5 to $7. And most of the time, shipping for said item should not really be $5 to $7. So you're really still paying for the item, but I get why a lot of brands and websites do it because it entices people to buy said free product. Almost stabbed my eye out. Now, I do find free items more scammy on Wish because 9 times out of 10, the item that you get for free with shipping turns out to be more expensive than if you were to just find that exact same listing from another shop. Maybe it is like $2 to $3, but then when you add that item to the cart, the shipping is only $1. Maybe it is not like that all the time, but I'm just saying, I've spent way more time on Wish than I'd like to admit, and every single time it's always cheaper when the item isn't free. That was the only thing that I ever saw on Wish that I would say is kind of scammy, besides the fact that you are mostly buying bootleg products, fakes, dupes, whatever. The first time I saw anything like this, I think was like last November. I'm gonna be honest, I had like taken a sabbatical from Wish. For a very long time, I was just sort of like, fuck this website. I don't know why, I don't remember what gave me that visceral reaction, but I hadn't been on in a while, so I hadn't really seen the structure of the website. I think the first time I had ever been shown this 50-cent offer was for this wig right here. Where I left off on Wish was like looking at a lot of cosmetics and wigs. They suggest to you what they think you want to buy. Our lives are controlled by algorithms. At first I thought when I opened the listing and I expanded it, that's sort of another, like, I won't say scam, but like clickbait aspect of Wish comes into play. Is a lot of times they will show you items and they will show you a fantastic item, let's say like a wig or something that gets me every single time is this checkered set of bed sheets, and they'll show you an unbelievable price like 50 cents, $1, $5, whatever. But when you actually go into the listing and you open it up, you will see that in fact, like the only thing that you can get for 50 cents, like I thought I was gonna open the wig listing and that the item I could get for 50 cents would be a wig cap. But then if I selected the option from the drop down menu to actually get the wig, which is obviously what I'm being shown in the picture, that's obviously what I'm clicking on the listing for, I thought that that would be, I don't know, between like $13 to $20. They get you like that all the time. Same with the bed sheets. I think that they're gonna be like $5 somehow, what bed sheets are $5? I don't even know. But then you will like click open the listing and like for $5 you can get a single pillowcase, which isn't like the worst deal ever, but I could go to Walmart and buy a pillowcase cheaper than that and then not have to pay the shipping and handling. So I thought that that's what we were dealing with. But upon closer inspection, they have these things that are limited time deals, and you will supposedly be offered this deal for 59 minutes and 60 something seconds. And if you are the first person to put that item in your cart and check out, you will get that item for 50 cents. You don't know how many people have been shown this 50-cent offer. You don't know how many people are interested in this item. There might be like 100,000 people that are trying to buy the same 50-cent offer. You basically can get these items for 75 cents total. Because once again, I was like, okay, yeah, you get the item for 50 cents, but shipping is $9. But this is not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be able to purchase the item for 50 cents and shipping is 25 cents, even for like express shipping. I honestly wanted to make like an entire video where I bought like a bunch of these Wish 50-cent deals and then we got the products in, we looked at them together. That is gonna be a lot of fun. And I thought that as soon as I went to YouTube and searched up like 50-cent Wish haul, that I would be the last one to the party, like always. But surprise, surprise, there are like no videos on YouTube, hardly, about these like limited 50-cent offers. I only found one channel. I actually want to give her a shout out because I really do enjoy watching her hauls. Her YouTube name is The Cheap Chick. I always want to say the sheep chick, but that's nothing. She has actually been successful. I don't know how she does it. I have been trying to do this now for several months. I mean, since last November, I have even like followed a lot of her tips and tricks. Like, you try and buy the item right on the hour. You try and like shop when people are not necessarily like there's going to be like a lot of traffic on the website. I am completely vampiric. So I thought I was going to have success at this, like trying it on the hour in the middle of the night here for the States. I thought that, hey, like I'm surely out of all of these listings, I'm gonna be able to get one. I'm gonna be able to get one thing to say that, yeah, it does really work. Like, it's hard to do, but you can have success with it. I mean, and that's what I don't want to say you can't have success with it, because clearly people are. I'm assuming other people are having success that aren't sharing their daily experiences with YouTube. I went back and I found the same listings to see what the price would be if it wasn't 50 cents and all of that jazz. We'll get into it. It says limited quantity deal, only one offered at this price per day, which is a lie. The first transaction that's fully processed will get the item. You'll be notified in 24 hours if you were the first purchaser, and all other people who were not the first purchaser would receive a full refund. There's a couple reasons why I think that this is scammy. Let's see if I can spit them all out. The first thing sort of goes back to my algorithm comment earlier. If you've clicked on one type of item like wig, they will start showing you, like, the further down you'll scroll. I'm sure if you guys have shopped on Wish or browsed on Wish, you'll have this experience. Like, you click on one wig and then you scroll down, like 60 seconds later, you're gonna have like 10 items. 7 of the items they show you are gonna be wigs. This is a good example. This like nail kit I've looked at several times. You get a bunch of fake fingernails, 3 jars of I don't know what, a fake like manicurist finger. Know that is a listing that I had clicked on several times before, but I didn't add it to the cart, whatever. And then I had kept scrolling down that exact same day, and all of a sudden I would see the item presented to me as a 50-cent listing, you know? And I think that that is how they're gonna entice people to gamble, let's say, and see if they're gonna win these 50-cent listings, because it's an item that you've expressed interest in. Maybe you're not gonna pay $20 for it, maybe you're not gonna pay $14 for it, but you're probably gonna pay 50 cents for it on a gamble, to gamble that you might get it, right? Here is where the plot thickens, in my opinion, and where things get like a little weird. Like, I am somebody, I always like try and find a motivation for why websites and corporations are doing something. Like, why, like, I'm gonna say the motivation has to be money, obviously, but I'm like, what is the benefit of this? It seems so weird. They say that if you're the first person within 24 hours, they're gonna let you know, which I'm like, that's kind of weird. Shouldn't it just be the first person? And if your transaction goes through, it goes through, right? So let's say I purchased, I think like the first time I did this, once again, I think I did like 25 to 30 items, right? So I purchased 75 cents, bam, 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 because I tried to do these like all as single transactions. Actually, that's a lie, because I thought maybe they would reward you with a 50-cent item if you had other things in your cart already, so you were making a larger purchase on Wish. I tried this an assortment of different ways, every different way, all different times of day and night for several different months. So if there's a way to try and make this work, I've tried it and I have never been successful. But most of the time what I was trying to do was just quickly, you know, find like the first 50-cent listing, limited time offer that I was presented. I would refresh the page, and like, let's say I would be offered like a wig or like a cute little stuffed dog, something that I thought I would moderately be interested in. I would put in the cart and just check out and see if I could get one of these deals. All of my deals I did not get. Each time within 24 hours, I did get the email that's like, hey, sorry, you're not the winner. So the money is gonna go back on whatever your purchase method was. So I buy everything on Wish through PayPal. Some of these transactions, I did end up getting the refund very quickly. Some of them, it seemed to take like 5 to 7 days to get the refund. And I think that I was refunded every single time. There was a couple of times where I had to go in and there was this thing that said action required. Please choose your refund method. And then you would have to like click on these buttons and then I think it would like trigger and process the refund. So that is where I really thought that this was like a scam, right? Is that you would get people who are just on Wish and they're thinking like, oh, because I'm about to show you guys in a minute, I did like some very expensive items all the way up to something that I literally thought that there would be no way that I would not win. But some of the expensive items that are these limited 50-cent deals are like refurbished laptops. Like, I think these are like 2019, a Hero book, a refurbished HP, and I tried these like November 16th, like around Christmas. So I'm like, how many people had to attempt to get these laptops for like a Christmas gift with express shipping for 25 cents, only paying 50 cents for a refurbished laptop, right? Like, that is literally too good to be true, so it probably is. So that's where I thought the scam was, right? Is I thought that they would put up these computers, let's say, for 50 cents. And obviously that is an impressive item to get for 50 cents. So that's an item to me that you would get a lot of people. I don't know. What is Wish's traffic like? I don't know how many people are on their website at any given time. There's got to be a lot of traffic on Wish. I feel like it's a very popular website. So how many people are they showing this 50-cent laptop to? How many people that see that aren't gonna gamble just on a whim? That's where I thought that the scam was, is that they would be offering these high dollar items, hundreds of thousands of people would spend 75 cents, and then they would make it like a difficult process to get the refund so that most people wouldn't want to go through the trouble, or they would forget to request the refund. But I don't really think that that's the scam. This more questions than answers is what I have today. I think, in all honesty, that all of my 75-cent purchases did get refunded. Now, granted, like I said, some of them took like 7 days. So who is benefiting from this? Why are these stores putting up these 50-cent items? Like, is Wish benefiting by an influx of traffic? But once again, I don't really see them advertising these 50-cent deals. I've never got a commercial about this. I do not see anyone talking about this on social media. I don't think it has attracted like a bunch of like buzz about like, go to Wish, get these fabulous 50-cent deals. Why are they doing this on a whole? Why would they want to even have to refund 100,000 transactions, let's say? How many people do you think tried to buy that laptop? A lot. My guess is a lot. My guess would be several 100,000. And we don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't know. They present the offer to us as, oh, you only are having the opportunity to buy this within 60 minutes. But like, I have no way to know that they haven't left that offer up all day long and that they're just saying, your offer expires in 60 minutes. How many people did they show this laptop to? Why does it have to stay up? Like, why do you not get notified except for in 24 hours? So many unanswered questions. I don't understand what the benefit is here. So I'm gonna show you guys all of the different items that I tried to purchase at least once, because I think it's interesting, like also the array, going back like to the tips and tricks from the Cheap Chicks videos, which is the same thing that I thought, if I'm being honest, is there would probably be like highly sought after items like a laptop that your chances of winning the 50-cent deal are probably like 0 to none. You probably have a better chance of winning the lottery. But then I thought that there would be other items that people would not be that interested in winning. Like, for example, one of the cheaper items I tried to get is one of those things called a useless box. Have you guys ever seen those? They're like, I think sometimes they have like a cat paw or skeleton arm or whatever, but there's like a switch, and if you flip the switch, like a little arm shoots out and like turns the box off. I thought that that would be something that not a lot of people, or like a Ted action figure. How many people are actively out there thinking about Ted these days? You know, little old drunky bear. Not many people. So there was like a 6th scale Ted action figure. I thought that that was maybe an item that I could win. I also tried to do like across the spectrum too, of like some beauty items, some technological items, some toys, some like crafting kits. So we'll just go through. I tried 2 laptops. One thing that I was really thinking would be fun to do for like a does this thing really work is a portable mini washing machine. For whatever reason, they say that that retails at $587. And you can buy it on Wish actively for $95 is what I found the listing, but I tried to get that on a 50-cent offer. A mattress topper. I tried to get like 2 reborn dolls. I've honestly thought about getting this creepy toddler one before for like a Halloween video. 120 counts, colored pencil set, hair crimper, which I thought I would easily be able to win because who the hell else besides me is out here crimping their hair like it's 1987? Is crimped hair making a comeback? Am I suddenly not the only one? I'm just kidding. I know I'm not the only one. This thing, which I really thought I would be able to get for the 50-cent deal, because I swear I've seen this exact same dress listed for either a couple of dollars, like $5, and I'm pretty sure I've seen it as a free listing as well. Cute little Shibu Inu. I never know how to properly say that breed of dog. And then the last thing that I made a desperate plea to get one of these 50-cent things to work that I thought would not fail, because once again, this is a listing I've seen for free a bunch of times, is a smartphone or an iPad stylus. Oh my god, how is the washing machine valued more than the laptop? I feel like this is, what is that game? The Price is Right? Where like a salt and pepper shaker is somehow valued at $32? How? High end to low end, everything in between. Weird stuff, normal stuff, to no avail. The cheap chick, she did say she has tried this like hundreds of times. So I'm like, is not everyone getting a refund? Like, was I just lucky? Or because I only did like 25 or 30 at a time, maybe they thought it would be like a smaller number. I would be more apt to check and see if I was being refunded 20 or 30 times versus like, are they easier to slip by if there are people out there just like popping this like 100 or 200 times a day? Are they making, I hope what I'm saying right now makes sense. If you buy 100 things and you get 97 refunds, are you really gonna notice like the 75 cents a couple of times that you didn't get refunded? And so overall, hundreds of thousands of people are buying these listings and not everyone is necessarily getting refunded. So it's like those, you know, nickels and dimes that slip through the cracks, but overall it's like, you know, a water fountain. If everybody flicks a quarter in, suddenly you've got $200,000 worth of quarters. What analogy is that? My big question is, if everybody is being returned their money, let's say that they're never keeping any money from anyone that doesn't win the listing, right? And they're only keeping the 75 cents from the person who did win the listing, then what is the purpose of this exercise? Like, what is the point of like leaving the listing up, letting a ton of people flood in, make a 75-cent purchase, only to then have to go back and refund all of that money? I'm assuming that that would take manpower or something. Like there's some effort being expended there. And why? For what reason? For what purpose? For what reward? Like, is it some sort of like, I hate to say this, but like data mining process? Are they like collecting information about us and like data and information is more valuable than 75 cents? What is the purpose of this? Why? Why are they doing this? Why Wish? Why? If any of you guys have any insight into my little conspiracy, let me know. If you guys want me to do another video where like we try and shop for this stuff together and maybe I try, like, I don't know, like, are you guys interested in this stuff at all? I recently went back on Wish, like, I would have to say like a week ago, and I saw a whole nother type of listing now, which seems equally as like kind of scammy and clickbaity as all of these other things that I've been saying. And I will admit, I was looking for fake makeup. I had seen a Fenty, I believe the highlighter sticks. It looked like the item and the listing was $1. You guys are probably seeing the listing right meow. $1 is not unheard of for being able to purchase a fake makeup item. So I was like, oh, $1, let's click on it. But then I noticed that the item is not actually $1. You purchase that item and the dollar is like a pre-order situation. So they're saying that like if you purchase the item now for $1, when the item actually comes in stock and it's in like super fine print how much the item is actually for. So for instance, like the Fenty product I'm talking about, they're saying the actual price that I would be paying is like $33, but that if you pre-order it and put the dollar down now, you will get a 10% discount off of the total price. But do you know what I'm saying? Like all this fine print stuff is sometimes a little bit annoying to me because I'm like, how many times do people read the fine print? Like, not to sound cringe or anything, but like I've been on YouTube almost for 10 years now. I cannot tell you guys how many times like it's clear that nobody is reading the caption or nobody is reading the info box. Like people, you know what I'm saying? We're not on the internet to read things. I just think some of that stuff is a little bit clickbaity. It's a little bit misleading. You are spending time on this website because you think that you're going to get these great value deals, but in actuality, you're probably paying more. I don't think that the actual Fenty brand highlighters are like $33, $34. And that's not including shipping. You're paying more for a fake. The listing at very best is misleading. And now I've just seen a plethora of that. Like less of these 50-cent deals, still sprinkled in, less of those and more of these pre-order things, which final point, that just like takes me all the way back to the beginning where I was talking about the listings for free. And where I don't mind it so much if it's on a controlled environment. Wish to me is not a controlled environment. If you spend enough time scrolling, you will find the exact same listing. Like say you wanted this little plush dog, right? You could scroll, it just depends on how much time you want to spend, but you could find this item for $6, $9, $10, $5. There's a bunch of shops creating a bunch of listings. All of the listings look exactly the same. They all have the same item pictures, but Wish is not, I almost said controlled chaos. It's just chaos in my opinion. Like sort of how much money you want to save on that website in my opinion is like how much bullshit you want to put up with, like how much time you want to spend. I don't know why I was about to make this comparison. It is a little bit like thrifting in my mind, but thrifting for whatever reason is like the most fun I could ever have in life. But like, do you know what I'm saying? To find a good deal in a thrift store, it can be done, but you're gonna have to spend hours, sometimes days, make a bunch of like separate trips, dig through a bunch of items, which is like listings. Do you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like time is money. How much money are you saving versus how much time you're spending to try and get the best deal? Because for instance, the last listing I just discussed, the Fenty one, I already saw that exact same product not on pre-order listed for the exact same price of $33. Is that a different store on Wish? I don't know. They don't tell you what the store is unless you end up getting a refund. And then when I was receiving those emails, I would get like, almost as if it was like a seller on eBay or something, I would get like a specific store name. But when you're just shopping on the front side of Wish, it's not like, oh, this comes from Bob and this comes from Jerry's shop. You know, you don't see all that information. So who knows? It's convoluted. It's crazy. I just wanted to talk about this today. I don't know why I've been so impassioned about this for months. And I don't even know why I made this board, because I could just insert all of these pictures right here. The world, in my opinion, is just getting more and more and more clickbaity, despite the fact that everyone always says how much they hate clickbait. But I feel like 99% of the time, companies, people, everyone is incentivized to use clickbait because it works, which sucks. Even I hate clickbait, but is this title gonna be clickbaity? I don't know. What is clickbait anymore? My life is clickbait. I'm living in a simulation. I don't know why things like this are so intriguing to me lately, especially in the past couple of months since I've been like deeper diving into this like real versus fake stuff. I feel like I've talked so much, I'm losing my voice. Let me know if you guys find this stuff equally as interesting. Have you guys had any experiences with this stuff? Successful, not successful? Leave me some Wish horror stories in the comments down below. I want to know it all. Wish is one of those things where I hate to love it and I love to hate it and everything in between. Sometimes I do just like to scroll through mindlessly, and sometimes I'm like, oh, it is kind of like the seedy underbelly of online shopping. So there you have it. Those are all my thoughts and opinions about all of this stuff today, and I would love to know what you think. I would love to know if you have some answers for me. And that's where I'm gonna end it, because I feel like I could just talk forever until I literally have no voice at all. Anyway, I'm off to play more Animal Crossing. Thank you guys so much for listening, for hanging out with me today, and for watching. And I don't know what my next video is gonna be, but it's gonna be here soon. Until then, if you would like to, you can hit the button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Swamp Family, and give an alligator its wings. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all again very, very soon.